Excellency, the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Right Honorable Tajoddin Abbas.
The Vice President, our dear brother leader, the SGF, the Chief of Staff, honorable ministers, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, permit me to stand on the already established protocol. I am not slated to speak. It is, I think, an impromptu decision that I need to say one or two words on behalf of the National Assembly. So please forgive me for not going to be very elaborate, because it's not something that I have prepared in advance. Nonetheless, I would want to, on behalf of the Senate President, distinguished senators and honorable members of the House of Representatives, to welcome each and every one of you to these very historic occasions. I stand with profound gratitude to the Almighty God for giving us the opportunity to witness another historic pre-independence anniversary lecture. It is indeed very gratifying that this year's choice of a theme is apt. It is cogent, it is important, considering the socioeconomic crisis and issues that we have been bedeviled in this country. And I'm particularly happy on the choice of the speaker, the lecturer on this particular lecture and symposium, which I believe has been very bold. He has been very bold, very frank, and very courageous. Most of the things he mentioned are things that the Nigerian project needs to really reflect on, needs to really think about, because they are those things that if only we sit down and do, this country would move to a greater height. The panel of discussants have also said so much. They have identified various areas that the Nigerian project needs to really key in so that we move forward as a country. But one thing I must also have to emphasize concerning all their contribution is an aspect, an area that previous administrations have not taken serious, and that is the issue of living wage and the fight on corruption. The discussant has spoken, maybe slightly on that issue, and that issue is the issue of coming up with a living wage. Is the foundation of a corrupt-free society. If a worker is paid well, he is paid enough to be able to afford his basic needs, it will help to eliminate corruption in a significant way. Because he does not need to steal to be able to feed his family. He doesn't need to steal to be able to pay his rent. He doesn't have to steal to take his children to school. Today in the Nigerian project, this is what is completely absent. Particularly when we look at the socio-economic realities of today. The hyperinflation, the level of our wage. I don't see how any Nigerian can be able to work in a transparent, in an effective manner. So I would want to call on this administration to please look into this issue. let us for the very first time sit down and look at means and ways of coming up with an effective living wage system. A wage that each and every Nigerian, irrespective of your position, you have enough to eat, you have enough to pay rent, you have enough to pay for your transportation to office. Unless we solve that problem, the issue of corruption will continue to be just a myriad. Fight against corruption will not succeed. So thank you, honorable colleagues, for this opportunity given to us. And I want to assure you all that the 10th National Assembly has never gotten the right opportunity to operate well. Because this is the only time in the short history of Nigeria that you find the president of the country as an ex-National Assembly member, the vice president as a former National Assembly member, the SGF as the former National Assembly member, the chief of staff as former National Assembly member. Majority of ministers sitting here all happen to be product of the National Assembly at one time or the other. So we are lucky in the National Assembly that we have our own people whom we are thinking in the same lane that are also on the other side. So we have no excuse. We have no excuse to the Nigerian people that we cannot be able to succeed, particularly at this very trying time. We have people from the other side that are willing to come to us. And we are people as well who are willing to also go to that side for us to harmonize, to partner, to collaborate in ensuring that the Nigerian people get the best out of us. I would want to seize this opportunity on behalf of the National Assembly to congratulate the President, the Vice President, the entire executive branch, and indeed the Nigerian people for this golden opportunity we have to celebrate the 63rd anniversary. It is an opportunity for us to reflect we have gotten it wrong in the past and be able to come up with solutions that will ensure that the future is going to be a much, much brighter one. I thank you all for listening, and I wish you all the best. May God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Thank you very much.